Hello everyone, it's Grandpa Hickory. Welcome to my video. You know, me and my brother, we used to go fishing a lot, and we lived way out in the country. This was back in 1957. I was 6 years old, and me and my brother, we went fishing a lot and everything, and there was a little lady. Her name was Mrs. Carver. She was 93 years old, and she was a precious little lady. And me and my brother used to go by there, and we would do different things for her, and she would give us silver 50-cent pieces. And, oh, listen, that was a lot of money back in the 1950s, people. So me and my brother, we would work real hard and do things around her place for her. And then we would go to the store. We bought all kinds of good stuff, and we would get us some worms and things like that. Back then, the worms were 20 cents for a container of worms, and they were red wigglers, and we used them in our fishing. And me and my brother would go way, way out in the country. There was a big dam, which was dangerous, people. And we would walk on that ledge very carefully. Straight down was about a 250 foot drop to solid concrete, which was the dam. And to the right of us, the water was all the way up to the ledge. And a lot of times the water flowed over. Well, as it flowed over, moss formed. And I don't know if any of you have ever been out in the country fishing, but moss on top of concrete or limestone, you can literally lose your balance and fall down immediately without even knowing it. But we had to go through like 15-foot stretches of moss, and we had to walk very carefully across that. Then we got to the other side. Then we went down, and listen, we caught so much fish. Oh, listen, we had a wonderful time. But Mrs. Carver was a precious little lady. And I remember she used to watch that television show. It came on every day. It was a soap opera called As the World Turns. And me and my brother would finish doing all the things that she wanted us to do about the time that As the World Turns came on, and she would say, shh, shh. So she'd take the money out and give it to us, put it in our hands, a 50-cent piece, and we would go on out the door quietly and shut the door behind us. We always locked it and pulled it closed. Back then, everybody used a skeleton key. If you had a skeleton key, you could open any door in America. Isn't that something? People were trusting back in. They really were. Back then, they were so trusting. But I never will forget that we were walking and talking, and my brother stopped one day and looked at me, and he said, "Hey, go back to tomorrow." And I looked at him. I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Mrs. Carver, as old as she is, don't you wish that she had a way that she could go back to tomorrow?" Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm Grandpa Hickory, and that is so true. If only we could go back to tomorrow.